How are we doing today? Today we're looking at how you can get 700% return in just 1 year in one of Upland's games. So let's build out our spreadsheet. First, we're going to need material cost. So we've got that there. We've got energy at 282, lumber at 64 or at 69, and research schematics at 585. This is technically a loss at the moment, but you'll see that in a moment. We have each building's cost to produce, and let's continue from there. Let's start by building out our table for the calculator. Assuming no reinvestment, the VOP will be the value of output in OpEx. Let's start with our building type. So we got windmill, ore mines, lumber mills, and research facilities. This is the quantity of buildings that I have at the moment, which is going to appear down at the end, but we'll get to that in a second. And this is the cost per building. So by clicking on each of these, we can see that it's taking the value of energy, the value of lumber, and the value of ore, and multiplying it by the quantity needed per building. So it first takes the energy, multiplies it by 20, and this is the cost for energy for the building, and then repeats for lumber and so forth. This is your cost per building. Now we can look at our value of output per day for each building. It doesn't vary too much, but this adds up a bit more later. Now let's look at it per week. And essentially what this just does is it equals the cost of the resource for the day, and the week will multiply that by 7, as there's 7 days in a week. The month is 7 times the, or the month, sorry, is 4 times the week, or we can change that to as well to 30 times the day. There, now we've got some updated numbers with a more accurate description. It's up to you how you want to display that information for the per month, as dates always change in the months given. As well, next, we're going to go to the value of 6 months. This multiplies the month by 6. So depending on how you do this, you might get slightly different numbers. I like to go for a lower end number just so I can assure myself I won't get screwed over if I forget to calculate for tax or something. I have a little bit of leniency with this. This is the value of output for 1 year. This does multiply the day by 365, but you're not typically looking at a 1 year return rate, as you're typically reinvesting. This is again assuming no reinvestment. So when you're reinvesting throughout, that interest gets compounded, and this 1 year marker is normally a lot higher. It's just a quick sort of glance to see, right, okay, windmills are still a bit more valuable than ore mines, but ore mines are a bit cheaper at the moment. And let's continue forwards here. So daily, from my amount of ore mines, lumber mills, and windmills, I'll get in total about 20,000 UpEx a day. Per day, that's not per month. And so this is what makes Spark Tycoon such a ridiculous investment. Your cost per building per each ore mine is 11,000 UpEx, and it pays itself off in a little over a month. That shouldn't be possible. There's not many investments on the planet that are like this. And this obviously won't be able to last forever, though as long as people are still putting money into the game, it should continue forward on this route. And so, again, this is assuming no reinvestment. Weekly, we are to seek about 143,000 UpEx a week. And continue forwards. Monthly, it's about 603,000 UpEx, and we have our grand total at 7.3 million UpEx for the year. Again, assuming no reinvestment. So this number is likely to only get higher if you're not pulling out UpEx residually from the Tycoon. This is what makes Tycoon such an amazing investment. I don't have something where I'm calculating all the money I'm putting in, but I know from a previous calculation, it's about 1.1 million UpEx I've put in. So it takes about a year to 7x my investment. And this is with energy prices having dropped, I might add, by about 700 UpEx, or a 200% decrease in energy prices, and it's around a 22% decrease for ore and lumber prices. So, and I still have about a 700% return rate. And so if you've only bought in at these pricings, your return rate is going to be even higher than 700%. Spark Tycoon is quite a wild little game going on, and if you're not in it yet, I suggest getting in as soon as possible, because obviously, again, this won't last forever, but as long as people are still piling in money right now, these prices have stayed steady for about a month, and again, they used to be a lot higher when the game first came out 2 months ago. Yeah, it's just, this is a ridiculous way to make some UpX, but I don't recommend this as financial advice. Be wary about how much UpX you put in. Of course, only put in what you're willing to lose or what you can afford to lose. As this could get toppled at any moment, basically. If someone's holding on to, say, 2,000, I don't know, 2,000, I don't know if 2,000 energy would be enough, but you kind of get the point. 4,000 energy, and they could overload the market at a lower price. I'm not sure why anyone would do that, but again, there is possibility, like with Upland, its economy itself, it could be toppled at any point with too many users trying to sell and not enough buying. Again, not investment advice, but a pretty good investment at the moment. This is just some personal opinions of mine, and yeah, I'll leave the link down to Spark Tycoon in the description. We have tutorials on how to get started in Spark Tycoon, and I'll also leave this calculator down below in the description. Thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you in the next one.